Hey folks, welcome back to my channel. Today I've got a treat for you. Not only because this brand new David Weekley community is a boutique neighborhood that just opened up and not too many people really know about it, or at least not yet, but because this gem right behind me is absolutely stunning inside and I can't wait to show you. This is the Polluck model. We are working with just over 3,000 square feet, 4 bedrooms, 3 to 4 baths, a study, a movie room, and a 4-car garage. And there is some flexibility in this layout, including a second story bonus that we can add, so stick around after the tour for the upgrades and customizations. Now let's get inside. All right, so we are here at the Polluck David Weekley. This is an amazing model. It's got a fantastic split plan with the secondary bedrooms up front, with the master in the back, giving everybody their privacy. But some of the things you're gonna see on this tour today is lots of pops of color, some really nice design features, and a really good use of space. So let's start at the front of the house. We're gonna start with the secondary bedroom, so come on. All right, so as we enter in these front 2 secondary bedrooms, you know, they're pretty simple in nature, just simple, nice, small rooms. But again, here you go with the pop of color, right? Double doors in the closet space, but nice olive green look. So, you know, I like the touches there. You're gonna see that the 8-foot doorways, and then you're gonna have even taller ceilings. So even though it's a simple setup, those taller ceilings always make the spaces feel much larger. Right? Now, what I do love is I'm a sucker for Jack and Jill bedrooms and bathrooms. So we have the Jack and Jill setup here. As you transfer from one bedroom to the next bedroom, you're gonna have double vanities, nice granite countertops. Check out these floors. These floors, not my shoes, but the floors, all right? These floors have a really cool design. They're just really going for that trendy look with David Weekley, and you know, nice full bath setup right here. So in case, you know, I have 2 daughters, so in case they're kind of using the bathroom, or you know, in the morning they're getting ready for school, one can shower, use the restroom while the other one's still brushing their teeth or whatnot. That's always the fantastic setup for Jack and Jill. But now as we come into the second space again, you're gonna see simple design, really cute setup, but the tall ceilings, it just makes these rooms feel a little bit grander, a little bit bigger, because typically secondary bedrooms, you know, they're 10 by 10, 11 by 11, sometimes 12 by 12. And so those taller ceilings really make it feel like there's a little bit more space. All right, so coming back out of the foyer, we're going to the opposite side. We're gonna come over here to this front guest bedroom. This bedroom has a ton of space. You know, again, it's just a really nice front setup, opposite of the secondary bedrooms, but towards the front of the house. So gives that master their privacy. And it does have its own dedicated full bath. So really nice flooring. I like the trendiness. Again, we're seeing that octagon setup with a nice black tile, and then it goes really nice into this black framed shower. So I like this shower setup. It's simple but trendy. You know, the quartz countertops with the black accents on the white cabinetry really pops here. And again, simplicity, but man, love the trendiness. Now, as we come back out to the main foyer of the home, I want to just look at these floors. These are some really nice laminate flooring. Flooring has come a long way because down here in Florida, we have a lot of humidity, a lot of wet and weather, right? So sometimes wood floors aren't necessarily the best. These laminate have come a long way and really do well in some of the wet areas. So if you do see them throughout the kitchen or some of the wet areas, that's actually really common here. However, if you do like wood, they have wood options. You have tile, laminate, maybe even vinyl that you can throw here. And the builder did something really neat. Since it has that light woodsy color, they actually put it on the tray ceilings above, which you'll see throughout the house. And then you have a couple chandeliers and you have a clear shot of the backyard. So if you decide to put a pool area in, or as you get to the main parts of the home, it's a really good shotgun approach to this house as things really open up on the back end there, right? So as we come in here, we've got this is going to be the den office area. We're about midway into the home. You can see there on the screen where we typically put kind of the where are you now feature so that you understand where you're at in the house. But we're right about midway. Really neat office space. A little bit on the narrow side, but I think it fits really well for this space. Easily put a desk, as you can see here. This could be an office. It could be an extra bedroom if you really wanted to enclose this. You can put some really nice double doors here to kind of enclose it and give it its privacy. And then again, you're going to see the nice touch with the tray ceilings and the fan there. So Really like this space. Now let's cross the house again. We're going zigzag here. On this side, we are coming over to, this would be your entrance in from the garage, and you're gonna come right into a little bit of a mudroom slash laundry space. Over here, if you have backpacks to hang up, dog's leash, whatever that may be, it's a really good area. If you're like my family, we don't walk around in the house with shoes. Good place to just pop in those shoes coming off from the garage. Then you don't track everything in with you, but if you wear your shoes, then hey, to each their own, right? So coming over here, laundry space. Love the cabinetry, right? You got your washer dryer, but you still have plenty of storage, plenty of space to put things. I mean, my wife would be folding laundry for days in here, which I'm all right with. All right, so come on back out to the middle. All right, so we wrapped up the front end of the home, right? So now as we come into this area, let's just be fair, this is the sweet spot. This is where everything gets really good, really juicy, right? A lot of details here, and you're gonna love the rest of this tour. So I'm glad you stuck with me to this point. Over here, we're at the, I guess you could say formal dining space or dining space, right? This is a big open layout. So those open concepts, sometimes they don't have that formal tucked in dining space. It's just all in that same realm, right? But this can easily fit, you know, this is a 6-8 seater. You can easily push it out a little bit more if you'd like to. Here's what I love about this. This right here is an extension of the kitchen. You know, I'm a big family guy when it comes to entertaining and having people over. Love to cook, and there's always like, hey, we want to let some hors d'oeuvres out, or we want to wine and dine and have a wine bar. This is great counter space for having that. And then you have the extra storage, right? Gotta have extra wine storage, right? But what if you have china? What if you have other things and you want to bring people around? This is just a really nice addition to the kitchen, which is already big enough. So let's talk about the kitchen, right? This island is an oversized island. It's not 3 seats, it's massive, and it has a really nice farm sink, right? I love the gold fixtures. Like I said, you're gonna see all the designs throughout the house. They did a fantastic job. You have quartz counters, really nice looking, elegant cabinetry with the handles. I mean, golly, they did a fantastic job. And look right behind me. If this doesn't catch your eye, I don't know what will, but this is a really nice designer hood. It's a feature and upgrade that you can have. It's not just your typical stainless steel, which is nice, but to have that designer look, it gives you that finished look, right? And then you have the quartz coming up as the backsplash. So it just gives really clean lines with everything here, okay? So as we move along, we do have the cooktop, right? Then we have the double ovens. Again, if you're a cook like me, you want the built-in ovens, the convection setup. So we have that here. And then it gets even better. We have a little walk-in pantry slash butler bar in here, right? So, you know, we have open shelving. You've got plenty of storage, more cabinetry. So if this isn't enough cabinets, you can go right in there for a really nice pantry setup. And you can even have a coffee bar set up in there if you'd like, so that that's not always plugged in on the countertop, cluttering your counters, because I like those clean lines. So let's move our way back over here into the main part of the home. As we walk through here, one of the things you're gonna notice is that the rest of the home has those 10-foot ceilings, and that's pretty nice to have. But when you get in here, things really open up with your beam coming across the top of those vaulted ceilings. These things get up to somewhere around 15 feet. So you're gonna have a ton of light, ton of space. And the theme with this house seems to be space, right? Everything seems grander, which is really nice. And even though it feels grand, look at this nice little setup, right? You have this wall here, big TVs are in. So you have plenty of space to put your 75, 85-inch TV, but yet it's cozy enough to where if you wanna have a sectional, or however that setup may be, because this wall is centered, right? All right, and look at this, you know, shiplap design. The designs and the features and the trendiness just continue throughout this home. But I'm not done yet, because we got something to show you right behind this wall. So I hope you've enjoyed this tour so far, but we're far from done. Let's head over to that movie room, then I'll circle around to the master suite and wrap things up with the upgrades and customizations you can make to this home. But while I have your attention, I know not all of you have subscribed to my channel, so please, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss our newest videos. And if you're looking for new homes in Tampa, check out our website and reach out to my team, because we are the #1 new home resource in Tampa, and we would love to help you and your family find your next home. All right, so like I said, this movie room, it's fantastic. On paper, it's a movie room. It's right behind the living space. However, one of the things I noticed, and we'll talk about that at the end, right, when we talk about the structural changes, you can close this wall off, and on the other side, this actually goes through the master, which we'll see in a second. That means there's a ton of flexibility with this room. You know, I was here before the video looking at the space, wondering like, what can we do with this, right? I think it's a fantastic movie room on the back side of living space. It's just a really cool nook back in here. But I started thinking, I said, you know, if I was living in the master suite and I wanted to make this a real master suite, right? You could enclose this, you could make this an extended closet. Believe it or not, my mom doesn't have a massive home in Carrollwood, but she does have a house to where she made one of the extra bedrooms a dressing room, right? Because she loves that whole setup and she loves her wardrobe. So you could make this a dressing room. I know some of you have extra clothes there. Otherwise, this could be a yoga room. It could be anything you can think of, a sitting room off of your master, an extension of that. Or you could leave it with this set up nice and open, because I do kind of like the flow of this. It could be a place for the kids to put their toys. It could just be a movie room, right? So follow me and let's keep looking. All right, so after you watch a movie, after the kids have the things, or maybe you just did your yoga, right? It's time to relax sometimes. And what do? You come to the master retreat. So let's talk about this, right? We come into this, ton of light outlook in your backspace. If you have a pool, you're gonna have great views, or maybe if you have a lake view, you could wake up, open the shades, and there's your lake, right? So we have a lot of space in here. This is a king size bed, so plenty of room to stretch out. But what I really like about this is, again, the flow. If you can see right down this hallway, I feel like it spans at least half of the house. It's just stacked and you're just going on for days looking through this, right? Now, before we go in there, tray ceilings galore, right? Another tray ceilings. But because of that setup, you have a nice little chandelier setup. I kind of like that here. Or if you're like my wife, she gets a little hot. She likes to have a fan in the bedroom, so we'll go with it. But let's just come on in here. Let's check this out. Ton of elegance in here. We've got double vanities, nice quartz countertops, really clean lines, a lot of white, you know, a lot of use of the white here, but I do like the pops of color to kind of differentiate things. And as you come in here, check out this shower. This is a super shower setup, which means it expands the, majority of the bathroom. That allows you to have a rain shower and then a secondary shower head. But if you want a regular size shower, which is still going to be a large shower, you can have two different options for tubs. You can have a regular tub, or you can have, like, meaning a built-in, or you can have a standalone tub with the claw feet and whatnot, right? So come on through. All right, we got tall ceilings, plenty of space in here. This is your closet. It is massive, right? Here's the deal. You don't have to use that other room as a closet, but it was a good suggestion. You might be A-okay. I mean, this is a lot of space for a closet. Not only that, but continues with the height, right? So there's just tons of space coming in. And right behind the camera, there's a small little window, just extra, adding in that little extra light. So it's just really nice and airy and bright in here. And I love this because this is kind of like a little section for linen. Typically you have a linen closet, and here they just kind of bring it all in, and you can use it how you will. So you can't go wrong with the layout of the home or the fixtures, but let's start talking about the customizations you can make. So starting in the kitchen, you can customize the cooktop and the designer hood and add a door to the pantry. In the dining room, you can add the cabinets for that extra storage and counter space, and the tray ceilings are a nice touch. You can add multiple sliders to the back lanai, and how about enclosing the movie room? Moving into the master suite, you can have a freestanding tub or exchange the tub for a super shower. On the design side, you can add tray ceilings to the master or French doors, and you can also add French doors and tray ceilings to the study. If you prefer a stand-up shower, eliminating the bathtub, you can do that to any bathroom in the home. And for the final customization, you can add a bonus room to the second level, including a full bathroom, giving the home fourth full bathroom. Being located in Lake Magdalene, you really can't beat its location to the city. And after knowing you have the ability to visit a design center and customize a living space to make it a home, you probably only have one big question. How much is this gonna cost me, and how can I find out the availability? Well, that's actually pretty easy. Contact my team. because we have great relationship with the builders reps, and we can get you accurate and up-to-date information. And we can also schedule you a tour of the community if you'd like. So reach out, because we are licensed realtors and we would love to help you and your family find your next home. So until that next video, I'll catch you later.